Did you know Oprah Winfrey has been securing Maui land like it's a trending bestseller? In just 2023, she invested in a vast 520-acre plot for $3.89 million, then went for another 330 acres at $2.47 million, not to mention the two 10-acre patches she bought in 2022 for $100,000 each. From a mere 100 acres in Maui, Oprah now commands over 1,000 acres. But here's the twist. Amidst this real estate surge, a sudden fire happens, destroying homes nearby, but leaving her vast terrains unscathed. Does that ring a bell? Think back to 2017. A deadly fire consumed homes near her Montecito mansion. Yet once again, Oprah's property emerged untouched. And after that event, she expanded her Montecito land holdings to a whopping 70 acres, even snapping up a 4-acre complex in 2019, which was decimated by mudslides shortly after the 2017 fire. The connections, the acquisitions, and the timing are definitely food for thought.
Definitely food for thought, I would say, and I hope you would think so too. Welcome back, my free thinkers, to another video. I had to follow up with this Maui, Hawaii case, and I'm here working hard for you, and I wanted to uncover some of the conspiracy theories that have been going on. So I've compiled a couple of clips, and I'd like to share them with you. Here we go.
Winfrey is just the latest 1%er to put down roots in Hawaii and add to mounting gentrification pressures for locals. Mark Zuckerberg and wife Priscilla Chan made headlines when they spent $53 million on several hundred acres on Kauai in 2014, shelling out an additional $120 million on subsequent expansions. Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos scooped up 14 acres on Maui in November 2021 for $78 million, and reportedly has locals worried as he continues to scout out additional estates. Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison owns 98% of the island of Lanai, enjoying a monopoly-like control as a landlord, boss, or both.
The systems there, what failures there were, have you thought about that? Is there talk among the locals of what could have been done to prevent this tragedy?
Yeah, a lot of talk. They could have given us warning. They sent all the kids home from school because of the wind advisory. And we found out yesterday that we lost a whole neighborhood of children.
Yes, horrific. The Lahaina Luna housing area, all the kids were home. One of our coworkers messaged us yesterday saying every one of his friends in the neighborhood is dead.
Horrible, terrible tragedy, and they are bringing up some valid questions. Lahaina Luna is an economic, cultural hub that's been obliterated by these fires. And listen to...
Do you regret not sounding the sirens?
I do not. And the reason why... and
so many people said they could have been saved if they had time to escape. Had a siren gone off, they would have known that there was a crisis emerging. And as we know, so many bodies were found in the ground as the flames...
Do you want him to give you the answer? Or
I
do you
do, but I want to
let him finish. Let him finish his answer.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of people...
Well, you're talking and you're not letting him talk. If you want to talk, come up here.
I'm ready for the answer.
Then wait.
the sirens, as I mentioned earlier, is used primarily for tsunamis, and that's the reason why many of them are found, almost all of them are found on the coastline. The public is trained to seek higher ground in the event that the siren is sounded. In fact, on the website of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, the following guideline is provided. If you are in a low-lying area near the coastline, evacuate to high grounds, inland or vertically to the fourth floor and higher of a concrete building. Alerts may also come in the form of a wireless emergency alert. Had we sounded the siren that night, we're afraid that people would have gone Malka. And if that was the case, then they would have gone into the fire. And so that is the reason why our protocol has been to use WEA and EAS. By the way, I should also note that there are no sirens Malka or on the mountainside where the fire was.
So that's his reasoning. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good reason? These are some of the conspiracy theories that have been surrounding the whole Maui wildfires. It started at August 8th and didn't end to 3 of the fires actually were still burning until August 17th. So we don't even really know if these fires are actually been extinguished completely or if they're out. And that's why I'm here to unmask and uncover these truths for you. Take a look at this.
I've just been informed that we are shutting down this placard distribution as of now. Please, there are powers that be. I'm not sure of the reasoning. All I know is the order has come down to shut down the distribution of these placards.
Interesting, the quote, the term, the powers that be are at service here. I don't understand what that means, but you'll hear that again. Check this out.
Maui police blockaded escape
So I went
routes.
around back to Front Street, and there was all the cars were lined up, but none of them were moving. And I walked all the way from Safeway to the Chart House. Not one car had moved. And I was wondering what was stopping the traffic. Well, it was a policeman. And I got to the end and I looked up north. There were no obstructions. There was no reason to keep those cars there.
Are you serious?
I'm serious as a heart attack. And I said, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm under orders to keep them here. And I said, the fire is right around Safeway. It's going to hit Front Street. You know, these people got to get out of here. And he said, I'm following orders.
No way.
And so I just kept walking. Well, maybe he knows something I don't, you know. So, and I keep walking down the highway, and I look behind, no cars are coming out. I walked all the way to Waikuli Beach, still no cars coming out. And I started hearing boom, boom, boom. And then I heard people screaming and stuff.
You're saying they were blockaded in by the police at the end of Front Street?
Yeah.
Like where the restaurant is?
Right, where the Chart House
Where the Chart House was, I should
Right.
say. There was a blockade there, and they could not go any further.
Right. I walked.
What the hell?
I walked all the way from Safeway to there. Not one car had moved, and people walking in front of me, the people in the cars are saying, "Would you like a ride?" And they're going, "Oh, okay." And they'd get in. They asked me, I said, "No, you better get out of here." You know. But they just, well, we were told to evacuate by car. Okay. So I just kept walking, and I got all the way to, like I said, the Civic Center, and then I started hearing all the explosions, and there was no one walking behind me or on bicycles or anything.
If this is really going on and all of these are true or have some truth to them, because most conspiracy theories do have some truth to them, that's why I'm intrigued by them, and I like to get interested in them, and I try to dig and see what they're really about. I think you should too. I think this is horrible if this is going on. This is corruption. The powers that be are corrupt, obviously. And lastly, to give you a great rundown, here are all the questions I think you should be asking. Check this video out.
Evidence keeps mounting that the Lahaina fires were deliberately shaped. The hurricane warning sirens did not sound. Were they turned off on purpose? The local fire department was ordered off the fire, claiming it was contained. The fire was still burning, though, with 70-mile-per-hour winds known to be approaching. Emergency responder resources were withheld from Lahaina as the fires raged. Local schools were canceled to make sure children were at home without their working parents. And as a result,
this evidence keeps mounting, and it's actually sounding bad for the people who should be protecting the neighborhood, the locals, the children, the families, the parents, everybody. It's not sounding good. It's not looking good. And I want you all to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely share this, because whether it's true or not, it should still involve you, and you should still be aware and still do your research and still look this up. I encourage you to. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you are using your free thinking and critical thinking. Until then, have a great weekend, be blessed, and be well.